Hello everybody, this is Mad Marshman and welcome to another episode of the Night Garden. And as you can see, we're back in our old base. Let's get F1 up so we know what we're doing. And we're just here collecting all the different bits and pieces of clay, etc. Dyes, odds and sods that we had lying in these chests and where we'd been cooking up some clay. And we're sort of getting ready for another little project. Everything's really loud. Oh yes, we are in Minecraft 1.7, as you can see in the top there. So what options have we got? We're obviously playing on hard. That doesn't change. Yeah, everything is on super volume. I thought it might be. Every time you update a snapshot, they update all your settings. It'd be nice if they would keep the settings between updates. That would be handy. But there you go. Not to complain. Music down. Game sounds up. That's how we like it. What am I doing down here? Oh yes, my armour. I would like to have protection and maybe unbreaking on these boots. I'm not really worried about the chainmail. In fact, I'm not even that worried about unbreaking because, as you know, we now have unlimited armour. Right, what have we got in here? Here we have our... They're all projectile. Protection 3. And we have a spare feather fallen book, so that's awesome. Protection 3 is also awesome. This hat is ridiculous. We don't really want Respiration 3 for general purpose violence. What have we got in here? We have got Protection 3, we know that. Let's get a Protection 3. And I think that'll do for now. Back upstairs to our lovely anvil. We could easily end up over at the ender farm here, depending on how many levels. Oh, right. No space in the inventory because I was getting ready to move stuff. Right, boots first. Let's get these. Protection 3, 10. Lovely jubbly. And we don't really have a spare helmet, do we? Do I want to go all the way to the end? Not right now. Well, I'll keep this book on me because if I get near an anvil and get near a chainmail helmet, that'll do. So let's get back over to our swamp base. Oh, I can see a Philip burning to death. There he is. Living the dream. Right. So let's walk and talk. I normally often cut this out as I travel through the nether, through my incredibly ugly... Look at all these boys. Incredibly ugly nether hub, as it were. QCraft. You probably noticed that since UHC I've only released 2 QCraft videos, and that is because I have resigned as a QCraft member. Mr. Gill, my dear friend and the other half of MG Gaming, mentioned it in his last video, and as he said that I would probably discuss it and straighten out in one of my videos, I thought I'd better. But Mr. Gill also said it was tedious discussing such things, and he is right. So all I'm going to say is the server was not really heading in the direction that I want my channel to head in, and that's all I'm going to say. Sorry about that, but some things in the best kept in the background. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings because I get on very well with all the lads. They're doing some great work out there. They're lovely builds, good videos, and I suggest that you continue to watch them. But I, for one, can't play on there anymore. I have limited free time and I have to make decisions of how I want to spend my free time, and at the moment it's not on there, unfortunately. Right, what have we got going on here? Right, let's put some of this clutter away, and then I'm going to be straight back with you. I have done a little bit of preparation, not much. Got a chest full of stuff here, sorted out a small area. Now this build is for a good friend of mine and Q-Crafter, while we're on the subject of Q-Crafter, James Oman. Now James comments regularly to my videos and I'm grateful that he watches them. And here we have a pig breeder and a cow breeder and a chicken breeder, a murderer cooking machine. James is a vegetarian. And I told him I'd build him a vegetarian option because James likes to emulate his real life eating habits with the way he plays Minecraft, and he doesn't eat any meat in Minecraft either. So we are going to build for James a stackable farm for carrots, wheat, potatoes, and if he should fancy eating nether wart, we'll be putting them in here too, purely because it works. So we're in, I know we've been in the snapshots for a while, but we are also now in the real 1.7 as it were. So we're going to use some 1.7 features, and we have not used any stained glass yet. So it's about time we use some of that, I think. So blue stained clay, which looks so purple it should be called purple stained clay, but we all know how stained clay works. It takes on the orange of the clay as well. So how many have I got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't want to be cramped against the walkways. I got a bit cramped. I might even move the chicken cooker. We put the other two breeders back a bit, but the chicken cooker was definitely too close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have actually made this area a bit too big, but I didn't count it out. It wasn't really by design. But that's cool because we can change that up whenever we like. We don't have to worry about durability on tools because we have unlimited tools with our villager trader now. And we have unlimited levels with our ender. So just for now, of course I left the wood. Should we purple up? No, I don't want to purple it all up. And I've left the oak in what was our round room. I do like this with a view of the underwater library. This was our original swamp base room, and we did have villagers here. We had a blacksmith and a priest doing our brewing, but they had to die in the name of villager breed, and they were interfering with the breeding, which sounds a bit strange. Right, so I don't know why I bothered with all this, because we're probably going to chop this all out. But for now, we're going to put this in. Squids everywhere. Right, I'm going to put this in as well, because that's all going to get moved around shortly. Right, we've got a huge area here. So, where do we start? At the beginning, I presume. So I'm sure that we will need a block there, and one here, and then we need our dirt. This is pretty simple. This is a modular design. I know James is also quite keen to learn some redstone. He has messaged me on a couple of occasions. And this is a nice simple design with not too much redstone, but enough to make it interesting. Oh, there goes the phone. Lovely jubbly. Should have put that on silent. Right, we don't actually need dirt there. We could have used dirt, but we're going to use our lovely clay. Let's get some more bits. What have I got? Not enough of them. Right, ladder. We can make some more as and when we need them. So we want a ladder on there. We want to break out this and collect them. We have unlimited tools and armour, but we do not have unlimited stained clay. Alright, I knew that was going to happen. I normally put lots of fence gates on the outside, because I do often end up swimming. Right, so here we require, and I did put this bench and work table here on purpose, so I knew we were going to end up in this situation a few times. We're going to have 2 of them. No, we're not. We're going to have 4 of them. Get some iron. We need to convert 2 of them into hoppers. Unlimited iron as well, because we have an iron golem farm. We are pretty well sorted in this world. We have spent quite a bit of time in here since last March, I think. Do not want to just place them randomly. I want to... I'm not doing a very good demonstration here. Alright, back out again. I should have left... Definitely going to have to put a stairgate? I'm thinking about my little girl now. Put a stairgate in here. A fence gate. Right, we need a chest in first. I think I want the chest out here. Have a double chest here. Hold shift. And that means I should be able to point that hopper into there nicely. Hold shift. And point that hopper into that one. Right, excellent. And one more thing. We want a water source block in there. We use ice for that because we have an ice tray. So now we're going to need considerably more stained clay, but we do not have a shortage of that because I've spent a lot of time gathering clay. I say we ain't got a shortage, we're about to find out if we have a shortage of that or not during this build, because I only intend to use purple. Right, so now we want to wrap round all the way round here. Not there. Got to go and collect that. Did we get it? No, I didn't think I did. I was doing some glitchy thing. Some glitchy Minecraft trick. Right, I don't think we're going to bother putting stained clay on the corners. We don't need that dirt either, that's just a placeholder. Right, here we actually want a dispenser. Now often I craft everything ready for these episodes, but since James has requested some redstone instruction, not trying to patronise him, but for him and you other Minecrafters out there and you vegetarians out there, we're going to craft most of it as we go. Might make the video a little bit longer, but we're doing this one slightly as instructional as trying to be entertaining. So let's give ourselves a bit of redstone. We're going to want a bit more than that before we're finished. Right, so we make a furnace, take the bottom block out, put the bow in the middle I think, and the redstone at the bottom. There we go, dispensers. Alright, could have done with making a load more bows, but that's okay. This will do to demonstrate the bottom layer, because after that we're just repeating. Right, so we've got to put a block of dirt there as a placeholder. No, we don't want to put anything there as a placeholder. We put that there, hold shift so we can place the dirt. Surround this like so. Bam, bump. Shovel. Right. Another ladder. Put that there. Now you can do what you want on this next layer, nearly, but what you do want is you really want some glass. If you want it to grow during the day, you want glass. And a block there and a block there will do. And then if you want to grow it at night and day, you want some light in there. So you could put a torch in, or you could use a jack-o'-lantern. But we have a witch farm, so we'll be using glowstone. Because we're rich, I say. So yeah, you could make this out of anything. Obviously, you could now make all these walls here solid, but I'm not going to. I mean, we're not sand rich because the sand generators are gone now. We do actually have to harvest sand and cook it. But as this is 1.7 and we have blue stained glass, I wanted... Ooh. I have been using... I had a sneaking suspicion I was using my silk touch pick. Right. But at least we had it on us when we wanted it. So I'm intending to do this. Like I said, you don't need to do this. And you can't place ladders on glass. You never used to be able to. Slightly messed up my design. That has slightly messed up my design, but never mind. We'll have a blue stained clay pillar up there and see how that looks. So that is a layer of the stackable farm. So what you want to do now is build another layer exactly the same. So as simples, I'll do some of it with you, but that is exactly the same. Obviously that first block of dirt I placed in the corner there is just a placeholder. That will be coming out. So this is a piece of cake, this is. Right, so that's like so. Let me get up here on our thing. Another Marshman word, our thing. And around we go again. And of course this was the dispenser. So again, that doesn't need to be dirt. It could be whatever you like. Probably would be cheaper to be dirt. Don't know why I'm doing this on camera, because none of you are silly. I'm sure you've all worked out that this is exactly the same. You're less silly than me anyway, because I'm putting it... No, I'm not doing it wrong. My placeholder block confused me. Get rid of it before it confuses me again. Round we go. I haven't got a dispenser to finish this corner, unfortunately. So you get the general idea. I'll go and make a dispenser, put that here, finish off a few more layers. You can go as high as you like. I wouldn't advise going above 128, because as soon as you double the loadable chunks, you're going to lag your game. Right, have I got enough ladders? What have I done here? Oh, I'm waiting for a dispenser, aren't I? And this must be the ladder hole that I've blocked off. Right, so you want ladders up there, blah blah blah. Ah, signs, the all-important signs. We need a sign from now on, and that should be there, I would have thought. And that should hold the water up, and the ladder should hold the water in, and we have a hole. Why have we got a hole there? need to find out. Why did we have a hole there? Any reason? Ah, the dirt. Do I want to cover the dirt or not? I will decide that, or you can decide that yourselves. Placeholder and block. Yeah, the dirt is not very pretty, is it? But that's going to cost us twice as much clay. But anyway, we need to at least cover that one block of dirt so the water source block does not escape. Anyway, I'm going to carry on, do more levels, and come back to you. Gorgeous, isn't she? And I'm sure James Oman, link in the description, I'm sure he could change that into some sexy man dragon Nordic tower or medieval corner to a castle or something similar, and disguise that totally. So we need to go and visit our villagers who supply us with endless amounts of toys, all for the price of sugar cane. Hence the massive sugarcane field in the distance. Empty chests. No. No. Yes. We're going to have a diamond hoe. And, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? And why am I running everywhere? I don't think we're going to make it. I think we're going to end up having to chop ourselves out with the water. No, we're... Right. So, remembering to leave the dirt out of the corner and a sign to hold the water up on each side. So we're hopping this one. And if you're wondering why, that's because there's going to be water coming out of there, and that will destroy any crop that's on that block. So it's pointless me... No, it's not pointless me doing this. I will do this now. This water source block should hydrate all of this. Should. So I'll do that. Well, I'll do it with you. As I said, this glass doesn't have to be glass. It could be anything you want. I would personally put one block of glass in the middle each side, and that'll give enough light for this to grow during the day. And if that was a solid block, you could put a torch on it, or you could put a jack-o'-lantern in there if you've not been to the nether yet. Or, as I have, you can have glowstone. As you can see, you just go up the ladder, hop in the water source block, and that will get you onto each layer. So we need to get this done and get it all planted up with carrots, wheat and potatoes, or whatever you like. And as you probably just saw above me, we've got soul sand on the top layer. Obviously you can't eat nether warts, but the same water harvesting mechanism will work with soul sand. And I ain't brought any nether wart with me. And I got a block of purple. There's a block of purple missing. What are you playing at, man? Right, didn't need the top layer. Doesn't even need the second layer. I've only added it for aesthetics. But you do need the bottom layer to contain the water. It's quite nice up here, isn't it? And we're going to go investigating very soon, maybe even next episode, because we're in 1.7 now. And I would like to go for a little walkabout. Oh yeah, one last thing. I've built this design before, and all the drops tended to fly everywhere. So I have... Oh, that's ice. Be careful of that. I'd have modified this design slightly to what I used to do. We need a 2 high gap because we need to be able to get on our ladder. And then glass. That went well. Get up there. There's shift key. Awesome. Yeah, this is much better. This tends to contain the drops so they don't go flying everywhere during the harvest. Otherwise they will. That's why I've also got 2 hoppers at the bottom. The original design has got 1 hopper directly under where I'm looking. I haven't got 2 hoppers, I've got 1. Maybe we convert that part of the chest to a hopper, I don't know. We'll see. This bottom part is easy anyway, you can modify that any way you like. But this is just to contain the drops. Right, so now for the aforementioned redstone. We need a button. Stone or wood. I prefer wood just to the way it looks. So the button goes on the front. Right there. Then we have redstone. As you can see, I removed the fences in preparation for this, all the way around the corner. And then we have a block here. Now I don't think I got enough wood or enough sticks, so we quickly come back to our jungle wood. Yeah, we'll have some jungle wood for that. Right, make some planks. We shouldn't need nowhere near that many. Or that many, but we'll make a ton of redstone torches because we always need them for other projects. Right, so this design wouldn't work with pistons because the way a redstone torch works, for those that don't know, or the way we do this, we're going to staircase it up basically. So that has now powered that dispenser. If that was a piston, that would now be out. And then we're going to have a block, and then we're going to have a torch. Now this one is off. So as you can see, this is now in the opposite state to the previous one. So this is not powered. This one will be on. But as these are not pistons, as these are dispensers, it doesn't matter whether they're on or off. They just have to be in the opposite state. They just have to have a change of state, as it were, and that will make them operate. We're still going up. So this is easy enough, just a pattern that you follow. Block, torch, block, torch. We don't actually need anything else there, but we'll just trim it off for looks. I think I'll see if I'm using a silk touch shovel. I've got all my best gear out. Running on my Sunday best. Right, now I believe we got 5 layers here. I want to put my fence back as well, because if zombies get up here, this is why it's all fenced off. If zombies get up here, they will wreck my villagers. They will tear them apart. That's took a lot of work and effort to get these villagers, the perfect villagers, so I don't want to get them wrecked. Right, so now we need some buckets. We need to make room in our inventory. Didn't really want to clear out the potatoes and the carrots because I want to plant them. Get rid of all this. Right, iron. We have some iron. 5 layers, I believe. That never goes well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can never have enough buckets, especially when iron is free. You do get really sloppy with your crafting when things are free, but then that is how rich people are in real life. I think they're a bit decadent. They tend to throw stuff around. Right, now we didn't put the buckets of water in first because they would have all gone everywhere as we updated them with the torches. In you go. 1 on each layer. Don't know how long this video is. The glass makes it better as well because you can't fall out the side when you're hopping around. Right, have I missed one? Did this layer get? Did the layer above get one? All the layers look the same. It could do different coloured clay or whatever you wanted. Really, you could write on your signs for your water. There's one way to find out. We'll go and hit the button. So I think we got water going every layer, have we not? Layer 1, layer 2, layer 3, layer 4, and our nether wart layer, yep. and that should take the water away on every layer, and it has. So there it is. So I'm going to plant it up, come back to it when it's all fully grown, and we're going to have a little harvest. While I've been waiting for the crops to grow, I'd modified this slightly. This was the old nether wart farm, and as we don't need it anymore, I've converted it into a little fishing platform. It's quite pleasant, nice little view. Anyway, we're not doing any fishing now, because it's getting near the end of the episode. 10 minutes fishing. Unbreaking rod, name tag, and a few fish. That's not a bad result for 10 minutes. And I also put a little staircase here so we can cut through. So, hole, chest removed. Why is that, Mad Marshman? I hear you cry. Well, we put a furnace in for cooking our potatoes, and a chest. And if you look at the top of the chest, it says coal and hose. Now, some of you may know this, some of you may not, but this has been available since the snapshot. Now, first of all, this will be crossed out as if you can't do anything, but as soon as you start typing, it all becomes apparent that you have caps locks on. Start again. So we'll have a vegetarian option, because that's what I promised Mr. James Oman I was going to do. So we'll take that out of there, put that back on the hopper, and we now have the vegetarian option. And I believe that if we convert that to a double chest, yeah, it remains a vegetarian option. So you have item frames, you have signs, and now you can personalise the writing on the chest. So this is not all ready for harvesting. I can't wait forever, and I couldn't be bothered to go and attack one of the 2 or 3 chests full of bone meal I have at the skelly spawner, but as you can see, that's nearly ready. So I should really clear my inventory in this one, just to not put it in the one that's going in. So we have no vegetables in there. We'll hit the button. You can hear everything firing. Oh, carrots, they either flew out the side or they glitched. As you can see, we have 2 blocks there, because the water block, source block, is behind there, so we don't want that to come pouring out. The glass, you don't have to have anything there if you don't want, that's up to you. Obviously, if you're doing a medieval build, you could have cobble, wood, and wooden fences, or cobble fences, or any number of things. So that's all going through the hoppers and into the chests. We can turn the water off now. There's the seeds. I wonder where the seeds were. So that is how we harvest that. That is how we name a book. And look at my Respiration 3 helmet. This is... Look at this for a clay hunting helmet. We don't need a night vision potion. We don't need any of them puffer fish potions. We don't need anything. That's awesome. So what can I say? Yep, you heard the news from here. I'm not a member of QCraft anymore. It's just not going the way I wanted to, the server that is. But they're lovely guys over there. 2 of the great guys are Mr. Gill and James Oman, who I built this for, the Vegetarian's Garden. I'll put a link to both of them in the descriptions. If I don't, shout at me in the comments and I will rectify it. So this is Mad Marshman signing out from the swamp, which is looking better and better all the time. Tune in next episode and we may have a look at some 1.7 specific biomes if we can find any. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.